protect the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf, you understand? The wolf does. You a wolf? Come on, wolf. Oh, come on, dog. Oh. No, I said a wolf, not a rooster. A wolf.
Are you afraid of it? Are you afraid of it? Are you afraid of it? You're lying.
You thought about giving me some shares, boss?
The Amalekites have come and burned down all of David's stuff, all of his men's stuff, stole the women, stole the children. You'll see later, stole the cattle. In other words, he has taken his life. The things that he valued are now gone because the enemy snuck in and took them. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue the band, that is the thieves? Shall I overtake them? And he said, pursue, for you will surely overtake them, and you will surely rescue all. David got it all back. The devil is having a good time with your joy, your peace, your health, your well-being, your broken relationships. He and the demons and the ungodly are partying with your stuff. So you better go get your stuff back. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Get it back. Get it back. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
Should be played at high volume. High volume. High volume.
Born thuggin', heartless and mean, bugging at 16 on the scene, watching fiends bugging, kicking up dust with the older G's, soaking up the game that was told to me. I ain't never touched a gap that I couldn't shoot. I learned not to trust a bitch from the prostitutes, the tall lessons. A young nigga asked the question while other suckers was guessing I was gangster section. Elementary wasn't it for me, cake for credit. I'm headed for the penitentiary and cut the blasting. I'm fucking blasting it straight blasting. Father through the overpass laughing. While these other motherfuckers try to dig around. No doubt, they jealous like a nigga's clown. Tell me, Lord, can you feel me? I keep my finger on the trigger cause some niggas trying to kill me. And mama raised the hellraiser. Every day getting paid police, I'm a pager. Straight stressing, a fugitive my occupation. It's under question, wanted for investigation. And even though I'm off for death, I'ma smoke till I lose my breath, motherfucker. Every time I see the paper, I see my picture. When the niggas getting richer, they try to get you. It's like a
No, Sarge. No, go. Fucking go.
Mama raised a hellraiser, stress getting major. Lord be my savior. Mama raised a hellraiser, stress getting major. Lord be my savior. Mama raise a hellraiser. Lord be my savior. Mama raise a hellraiser. Stress getting major. Lord be my savior. Mama raise a hellraiser. Can you feel me? Stress getting major. Mama raise a hellraiser. Stress getting major. Tell me, Lord, can you feel me? Show a sign. Ain't they running out of time? Everybody's dying. Mama raise a hellraiser. I can't figure why you let the police beat down niggas. I'm starting to pick all the rich in the world to say. While the poor baby busting in the early grave. God come save the youth. Ain't nothing else to do but have faith in you. I live a life of a girl, hope you understand. Take me from my mistakes, I gotta play my hand. And my hands on the 16 shot, semi-automatic, crooked cop killing clock. Tell me, Lord, can you feel me? Show a way. I'm praying, but my enemies won't go away. And everywhere I turn, I see niggas burn. Every nigga that I know's on death row. My younger homie 17, and he paid the price. Little young motherfucker doing triple life. Though I tell him in his letter, it's getting better. If my nigga knew the truth, he'd hit the roof. Just heard the baby's mama was smoked out. I'm the drama, wanna break my loc out. Smoking blunts, getting drunk off that thing of race. Then brought to break my nigga out the fucking pen. Mama raised the hellraiser.
High volume. This should be played at high volume.
Yo, little kid, do you know how to mute people? I'll teach you right now. Press pause, go to players, and then go to Mr. Stillwinning and press X on my name. It'll mute me. Thank you. Mr. Stillwinning.
spatio-temporal events, why would the universe, which is not a spatio-temporal event, need a cause? This, of course, just to set the scene, is obviously related to the Kalam cosmological argument, in which you say anything which begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause, and then you give reasons for why that cause is best explained as God.
Yes.
But to sum up again this question, why couldn't the universe just begin to exist without a cause? And what about the fact that it doesn't seem to have the same kind of properties as other causes which are spatio-temporal?
Well, to speak to the second point first, I think it's an unjustified assumption to say that causality only holds between spatio-temporal events. I can't imagine what an argument for that assumption would look like, and so I think that is an unjustified assumption. Now, with respect to the causal premise of the argument, in my published work, I've given 3 arguments for the truth of this causal premise, each of which is, I think, is sufficient for rendering it more probable than not, and which together make a powerful cumulative case for its truth. And these would be, number 1, that the causal premise is rooted in the metaphysical first principle that something cannot come from nothing, that being only comes from being. And if that's true, then the universe, being everything there is on an atheistic worldview, cannot come into being without a cause, because being only arises from being. Secondly, if things could come into existence uncaused, if being can begin from non-being, then it becomes inexplicable why just anything and everything doesn't come into being without a cause. And that affirmation would completely destroy science. And then thirdly, it would be the inductive evidence that we have for the causal premise. The premise is constantly verified in our experience and never falsified. And so I think we have good inductive evidence for it as well. So we have both philosophical grounds and inductive grounds for affirming that whatever begins to exist has a cause. For affirming to exist has
be removed. And he took up this
the book of the watchers of sins, and every mercy and peace and forbearance. There shall be salvation unto them, judgment upon all, and healing. And the eternal God will tread man, whose eyes were opened by God, saw the vision of the Holy One in the heavens, which the angels showed me. And from them I heard everything, and from them I understood as I saw. But not for this generation, but for a remote one, which is for to come. Concerning the elect, I said, and took up my parable concerning them. The Holy Great One will come forth from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even on Mount Sinai, and appear from his camp, and appear in the strength of his might from the heaven of heavens. And all shall be smitten with fear, and the watchers shall quake, and great fear and trembling shall seize them unto the ends of the earth. And the high mountains shall be shaken, and the high hills shall be made low, and shall melt like wax before the flame. And the earth shall be wholly rent in sunder, and all that is upon the earth shall perish, and there shall be judgment upon all men. But with the righteous he will make peace, and will protect the elect, and mercy shall be upon them, and they shall all belong to God, and they shall all be prospered, and they shall all be blessed, and he will help them all. And light shall appear unto them, and he will make peace with them. And behold, He cometh with 10,000s of his holy ones, to execute judgment upon all, and to destroy all the ungodly, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness, which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Chapter 2. Observe ye everything that takes place in the heaven, how they do not change their orbits, and the luminaries which are in the heaven, how they all rise and set in order, each in its season, and transgress not against their appointed order. Behold ye the earth, and give heed to the things which take place upon it, from first to last, how steadfast they are, how none of the things upon earth change, but all the works of God appear to you. Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds and dew and rain lie upon it. Chapter 3. Observe and see how in the winter all the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees which do not lose their foliage, but retain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years, till the new comes. Chapter 4. And again observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth over against it, and you seek shade and shelter by reason of the heat of the sun. And the earth also burns with growing heat, and so you cannot tread on the earth, or on a rock, by reason of its heat. Chapter 5. Observe ye how the trees cover themselves with green leaves and bear fruit. Wherefore give ye heed and know with regard to all his works, and recognize how he that liveth for ever hath made them so. And all his works go on thus from year to year for ever, and all the tasks which they accomplish for him, and their tasks change not, but according as God hath ordained, so is it done. And behold how the sea and the rivers in like manner accomplish and change not their tasks from his commandments. But ye have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the Lord, but ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace. Therefore shall ye execrate your days, and the years of your life shall perish, and the years of your destruction shall be multiplied in eternal execration, and ye shall find no mercy. In those days ye shall make your names an eternal execration unto all the righteous, and by you shall all who curse, curse, and all the sinners godless shall imprecate by you. And for you, the godless, there shall be a curse. And all the elect shall rejoice, and there shall be forgiveness of sins, and every mercy and peace and forbearance. There shall be salvation unto them, of goodly light. And for all you sinners there shall be no salvation, and on you all shall abide a curse. But for the elect there shall be light and joy and peace, and they shall inherit the earth. And then there shall be bestowed upon the elect wisdom, and they shall all live and never again sin, neither through ungodliness or through pride. But they who are wise shall be humble, and they shall not again transgress, nor shall they sin all the days of their life, nor shall they die of the divine anger or wrath, but they shall complete the number of the days of their life. And their lives shall be increased in peace, and the years of their joy shall be multiplied in eternal gladness and peace, all the days of their life. The fall of the angels, the demoralization of mankind, the intercession of the angels on behalf of mankind, the dooms pronounced by God on the angels, the Messianic Kingdom. Chapter 6. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. The angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. And Sanjaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then sware they all together, and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And there were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they swore and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And these are the names of their leaders. Semiazaz, their leader, Arikabah, Ramiel, Hotabiel, Tamiel, Ramiel, Gammon, Ezekiel, Marakijah, Asael, Amaros, Atharal, Ananel, Zachiel, Samsapiel, Satarel, Turel, Jomjael, Sariel. These are their chiefs of tens. Chapter 7. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them and defiled themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the wise ones. Chapter 8. And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth, and the arts of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, astrology, Kokabel, the constellations, Ezekiel, the knowledge of the clouds, Arachiel, the signs of the earth, Shamsiel, the signs of the sun, and Sariel, the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried. Voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. Ones of heaven, the souls of men make their suit, saying, Bring our cause before the Most High. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and God of the ages, the throne of thy glory standeth unto all the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious and blessed unto all ages. Thou hast made all things, and power over all things hast thou. And all things are naked and open in thy sight, and thou seest all things, and nothing can hide itself from thee. Thou seest what Azazel hath done, who hath taught all unrighteousness on earth, and revealed the eternal secrets which were preserved in heaven, which men were striving to learn, and Sanjaza, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates. And they have gone to the daughters of men upon the earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins.
Network, you got a mic?
And the women have borne giants. and the whole earth has thereby...
Yo, join the party I'm in. Go to my profile and click on the party I'm in right now. Huh? Dude, all you gotta do is press pause, go to players, go to mr-stillwinning, go to my profile, and then click on the party that's on my profile. Yep. Then go to mr-stillwinning. Then go to view profile, then go to my profile, and on there we'll have the party that I'm in right now. I'm live streaming. I got a bunch of people in here. We're gonna finish the talks we've been having every night. We're gonna do the heist if we can do it. Network. You can't hear me again? What happened? You didn't get in? If you just sent me a friend request, I just added you, right? Alright, well go to my profile and jump in the party we're in right now. I'm jumping back in the party, network. If you want to join it, join it. If you don't, I'll see you later.
Somos pocos pero locos. Esto es para la raza, morenos, güeros y pochos. Cuando vengo de monos se mueven como zumba. Yo repo el Dios que resucitó de la tumba. Caliente como un chiquihuito de tortillas. Yo y mis soldados peleamos en las dos rodillas. En las calles pero no somos una pandilla. Somos guerrilleros de Dios como Pancho Villa. Going crazy for the Lord, they call me loco. Going back to who I used to be before, bro, that's a no-no. You won't ever catch me slipping, I ain't faking the fun. Got that kingdom music slapping out the back of my trunk. Got my dying killers with me, boy, that's more than enough. Devil hate to see us coming, that's a fate he don't want. So if you looking for the truth, then I can point you to it. I go loco for my savior, please don't make me prove it. Yeah. Going loco for the Lord, loco. 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 Loco for the Lord, loco. I'm on the giant killer tour, loco. I'm kingdom music to the core, loco. We ain't got enough, so just tell them we want more locos. Gloria a Dios, I'm all up in your body, I be preaching Jesus till the day my papi call me home. Dios de mi diga, I'm on the go with my chica. I'm winning souls with my clicker. I got the blow in your speaker, loco. Hey, I go loco for the Lord, loco. Get the mocos out your nose, loco. Yeah, I said I'm out here winning souls, loco. I'ma take back everything the devil in the store, loco. Hey, it's like I'm stepping on the toes. Jesus is the truth and I'ma let the truth be told. They driving in the fast lane, boy, you better take it slow. You ain't looking where you go, you gon' run up off the road. Going loco for the Lord, loco. 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 Loco. Going loco for the Lord, loco. Loco. Going loco for the Lord, loco. Look, last time that I checked, Christ still reigns. If I die for the gospel, I'ma still gain. Last time that I checked, I could call them direct. We are not a gang, but don't mess with my set. Last time that I checked, let me dissect. Christ cut the noose Satan had on my neck. Last time that I checked, told the devil get the check. I'ma need payback for everything he wrecked. Last time that I checked, Christ never took a L. Eternity is long, boy, you better book it well. Last time that I checked, KMF still winning souls, passing out the bread of life, hitters for the dinner rolls. Every time I check, we win in the battle. I got my kids in the battle. I ain't a sideline Christian, boy, I get in the battle. I check, 100 mil on my neck. That's what they say. Gucci on the wrist, so how did I guess? I checked and they talking about the same old thing. Till my God snatch you up like it ain't no thing. I checked, and you should fear God. Surround yourself with homies that'll help you hear God. Last time that I checked, I don't do it for a check. I seek to please God, I don't need your respect. Last time that I checked, Christ coming soon to trample on Satan, boy, it ain't nothing new. Last time that I checked, you should give your life to him. You ain't getting into heaven if you like to sin. I checked and eternity is real. Saved at 15, fire burning in me still. Last time that I checked, you know we keep the truth in the music. I'm in the booth, got a tool for the truth and we use it. I check kingdom music, we some anti-soldiers, and I don't recommend you go against my soldiers. I check my God, he can use whoever. Give your life to Christ, we can do this together. I check, Christ still reigns. If I die for the gospel, I still gain. Last time that I checked. I switched up and ain't going back. Over what you bang in your tattoos. Every other day is a bad move when your life is thrown like a crapshoot. Doing all the things that the fam do, slinging that black for the fast loop. But that life's so full of that emptiness, there ain't nothing for me to go back to, so I'm gone. Everything I knew when I was living, when it was full of hatred and pain, it was so wrong.
Yo. Alright, you can't find the party on my profile? Yeah, go to my profile right now while I'm in here. I'll show you what it is. Go to my profile, then press right on the directional and you'll see the party that I'm in and all that shit. The game session, the party, all that should be right there. I just had to leave that party to come in here to show you. You got it? Alright, so I'm going to rejoin the party I was in. Just join that once you see I'm in there. There he is. What's up? I was wondering where you were at. I was like, dude said he was coming. Where's he at?
It's getting hot. It's getting hot. You can't tell me what I am and what I'm not. I don't follow men, I follow God. With what I'm giving, I'ma give it all I got. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Every time I drop, yeah. Crack my pots, brought me through a lot, yeah. Almost stop. Pressure had me blocked, yeah. Some just watched and they didn't give a snot, yeah. Had me feeling defeated after fighting them demons, but Jesus told me I'm needed. So just had to believe it, yeah. Now I'm jumping and screaming, stone beats and I eat it. Several people still sleeping, they gon' wake up this season, yeah. I just talked to God, he said it's my time. Hot sun, go ahead and shine. About to turn 25, up and hit my prime. There's so much more inside, come enjoy the ride. Yeah, I know you didn't see this coming, nah. Yeah, I know I'm gonna reach the summit. Oh, there's another tune, been in the upper room. Homie, I'm warning you, it's getting warm, it's getting hot. You can't tell me what I am and what I'm not. I don't follow men, I follow God. With what I'm giving, I'ma give it all I got. It's getting hot. Hot sun. My gorgeous wife got hot buzz. I shoot my shot, got hot sun. I got that aim like a gun. Say you my friend, you not one. Just like me when I pop up. Yeah, this beat is not done. We got more, we not done. There is more. Where they came from. God said, son, you gon' soar. Long as you don't change up. All these blessings, I'ma pour. Long as you don't hang up, I'm always on the main line. Even for the strangers, yeah. I said, God, I got you. Got me in the hot mood. So many people confused. Gotta tell them the truth. Like you could be hot too. Come to the hot crew. We making hot moves. Ooh, it's getting hot. You can't tell me what I am and what I'm not. I don't follow men, I follow God. What I'm giving, I'ma give it all I got. It's getting hot. You can't tell me what I am and what I'm not. ride. Nah, I don't follow men, I follow God. With what I'm giving, I'ma give it all I got. It's getting high.
What the
It's
fuck?
getting high.
Excuse my language. That was creep. Did you see that? The dude had like a snake face or something on his mask. That was looking weird as fuck. Just his mouth was there. Huh? We might not even be in the same party or the same lobby right now. But I'm going to restart. So everybody on the live stream right now, just jump onto the new live stream. I'm going to restart it because I got to reset my game because I just lost in poker. I ain't going to do that all night. I was just trying to do it real quick. And I'm not trying to lose that 50K. So I'll stay in the party, but I'm just going to close that and then start a new stream so everybody jump back into that. And I'll stay in the party.